This is the GMEA Concert Band Technical Etude, excerpted from Ferling Study 44. I'm going to begin by playing through the excerpt without a metronome to give you a sense of how I hear the piece. I'll talk through it a bit, then I'll turn on the metronome and play it again. Okay, so a couple of things to remember about this piece. First, you need to be sure and mark your fingerings. There's a whole lot of forked Fs and left-hand E flats throughout because you've got E flat next to D flat. You'll probably need to remind yourself of a few of the G flats that are flying around in the key signature. There are two trills followed by pairs of grace notes. The technical term for those grace notes is Nachschlag, for those of you following along at home. And the thing to remember about these ornaments, try not to move your fingers too fast. That will cause your finger to tense up, it won't be controlled, and you don't really need to move your finger all that fast to produce a trill. That's a decent trill. What's most important, however, whatever happens with the trill and the Nachschlag, the next note needs to be exactly on time. So the trill going from bar 9 to 10, you got to be on the downbeat of 10 right in time, right with the metronome or right with your internal metronome. You can't give yourself extra time to play that trill. Let's see if I can demonstrate it in real time. Okay, so a couple of baps and move on with your life. So we have two distinct sections in this piece. We have an A section, which is characterized by a whole lot of triplets, and the B section, which starts in bar 17, which changes the feel completely. You now have a whole lot of dotted rhythms, dotted 8/16ths, and straight eighth notes. It's very important to bring out that contrast between da-da-da-da-da-dum, bib-bidi-ba-ba-dee-boo, follow the yellow brick road, and bum, ga-dum, 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 ga-dee-ba-da-ba-dum. Dotted 8/16ths are a very different feel from triplets. And also you want to bring out the dynamic contrast, the piano at bar 17. Now I'm going to play it again with the metronome playing behind me. But what I want to emphasize is that in your preparation, the tempo marking at the top, that's not something you want to be thinking about as you're learning the piece. That is something to work up to. And in your preparation process, if you wind up, the tempo marking is 120. If you're comfortable at 112, go ahead, you have my permission to audition at 112. The panel will want to hear a comfortable performance. And if you hold yourself to 120 and produce an uncomfortable performance, the panel's going to hear the discomfort and not give you points for the tempo being exact. So keep that in mind as you're preparing. You want a comfortable performance rather than an on-the-edge performance. Now let's see if I'm comfortable being held to 120. Probably just a hair faster than my initial run through. metronome. And thank you very much for watching. I hope this was helpful. Shoot me an email if you have any questions.